Welcome to the ManCave, and welcome to E3 Week. I'm Nick.
I'm Nick, and today we're going to be talking about the conference for Microsoft. There was so much going on in this conference. I'm going to let you start.
We're going to dive right into it. How did they open up the conference? Xbox One S. It's going to be a smaller, 40% smaller to be exact, Xbox One model. It's going to support HDR gaming, so certain games are even better looking on Xbox One than PlayStation 4. What? Yeah. It's also going to have a 4K Blu-ray player built into it, so you can play 4K movies. No true 4K gaming yet. It doesn't have the power to do that yet, but it does have a 4K player. It retails for $300 for the 500 gigabyte model, $350 for the 1 terabyte, and $400 for the 2 terabyte model. It comes out this August. Now,
it's exciting.
It looks awesome. I jumped from Microsoft to Sony, and I'm going to probably pick this up.
Yeah.
Just because Microsoft, you're going to see announced a ton of killer games.
They hauled ass this year.
They did.
Yeah.
They really brought their A game.
They're expanding on their Xbox Live features, which is really neat.
Yep.
They've got something...
Xbox Play and Share?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
It's Play Anywhere.
Play Anywhere,
That's
which now...
thing. You buy a game...
on your Xbox.
Windows 10 or on the Xbox, and you get to play it on both.
And it saves all of your trophies and your progression. So you can be playing it on your console, stop, turn it off, pick it up on your gaming PC or your gaming laptop, wherever you are. I think that's phenomenal. And the fact that you get a second copy of the game basically for free for almost every single game. They didn't really mention a game that you can't do this on. Now, what's the first game that they brought up?
First game they brought up was the legendary, the iconic Gears of War.
Now, we already knew Gears of War 4 was a thing, but they really went into it this time.
They've got a nice co-op campaign going on.
Love
which is
having a nice co-op. You have crossplay where you can play it on your Xbox One or Windows 10. And it looks amazing. You got some crazy cool new weapons that are like almost machine type, like we're always used to the chainsaw, but now this thing like basically fires disc blades at things.
That was sick. That was sick.
They also announced an Xbox Elite Gears of War controller,
which is also sick.
It looks amazing.
You've got the thumb pad has got the different weapons, and
you can pick your weapon, basically look at it, and it's your weapon wheel.
Yeah,
looks awesome. It comes out this October 11th. It comes out so soon, and I loved all this information. It looks astonishing.
Yeah,
and there's so much more to even be. I want this on VR. No, I don't. It's a third-person game.
Yeah.
But it'd still be a lot of fun. They did show us a bit of like some of the weird machines that you got going on, like that you can fight against, that you can fight with, and it looks really cool, like these big, like tank-like things. And not to mention all of the new aliens that you can fight.
Yeah, well, you could expect that. I mean, there's going to be, I'm sure, more surprises when we actually get the game.
Yep.
So yeah,
so much more.
There's that. We've got I shouldn't say new, because it's not. Killer Instinct, an update to it. There's a new character, which
is from the Gears of War.
It's from Gears of War. So that's pretty sick. I don't know
his name's like Grud or something. Yeah. He's a general, and he's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is an Xbox exclusive, just like Gears of War. Almost all of these games are Xbox exclusive, which is great for Microsoft to be doing this, to really build their basis.
Yeah, they made Sony have a run for their money.
Oh yeah, Sony's gonna have to really bring their A game, especially with
it's gonna
everything.
Be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Now let's talk. They started showing a bit of this. They showed some kangaroos dropping across the prairie.
He knew exactly what it was right from the beginning.
Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah, that's
Forza Horizon 3.
Now
oh my god!
I believe this is one of the ones we predicted would be there, right?
We knew there was probably going to be a new Forza.
And
what's great about Forza Horizon is that they are open world racing games.
Yeah, that's what they're known for. This one looks like it does a brilliant job at that. They changed it up a little bit in a good way. They made it seamless, instant multiplayer.
You can be, and what's even better about the multiplayer, he can be playing on PC. I can be playing on Xbox. I can be using a controller. He can be using the racing wheel, and I can send him an invite and he can join instantly. And just his game automatically syncs up
It's
with
totally
mine.
sweet. They had a demo where they had 4 different people playing on like 4 different platforms.
Most of them were playing on PC. One of them was on Xbox. One was using a controller. 2 were using controllers on PC. One was using the racing wheel.
Yeah.
They were all driving different vehicles.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, their games all sync up.
Yeah.
Looked
It's just
amazing.
Great. It's great.
Forza is one of the premier racing games. Probably the best racing game in my opinion. That is one of the reasons why I wish I had an Xbox One initially, just to play Forza, because it's so good.
Yeah.
And it comes out September 27th.
Which is
Really close.
really close.
It's so close, folks. There's so much going on.
Now the next thing, like a futuristic thing, you talk about that. You actually knew more about that.
So ReCore is another Xbox One exclusive, just like Forza. And you are playing as this girl, and she's got like this weird kind of robot dog buddy, and you're in this big, large desert landscape. And, you know, it's a strong female lead. There's, they didn't really give you that much what the story's about, but you're in basically like this desert wasteland.
Right, I just want to point this out now. A lot of the way Xbox did their conference was they didn't explain stuff to you.
They just
They
let their
let the
trailers
games,
do everything.
Yeah.
They let their trailers talk for them.
You know, and for
They
the most
showed
part,
you a
it
few
works.
new robot buddies. You already knew about the dog. They now showed like this big heavy brute guy that you can use on your team, and like this weird spider robot that can climb on walls, and a few others. And it looks really cool. And they showed us a lot more of the mechanics and gameplay that you can use in the game. And it looks like a lot of fun, actually. A lot of people are excited for a game like this because it's different.
I mean, you're gonna probably get it, or if you do
If
get
I
it,
get an Xbox One, I might end up getting it.
Yeah.
But you're obviously anxious to talk about this.
Yeah.
I'm not even really going to say anything about this. I'm just going to let you talk.
So we have it. It is for sure now. Final Fantasy 15 is a thing. They showed us a battle on something called like the Battle on Titan as their demo. It's amazing. The voice acting is great. The world looks beautiful. You've got giant monsters, which obviously it's Final Fantasy. What do you expect?
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely gonna pick this one up. The gameplay looks fluid and really cool. It doesn't look at all difficult. It looks like something I don't think anybody will have a problem picking
It
up.
looks
and
really
playing.
gorgeous, and it comes out September 30th. It's a Square Enix game. If you don't know where Final Fantasy comes from,
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with you. And you know, there's a lot to be said, and it looks really cool.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's super cool.
I think there's not really much to be
there's
said. It
not
just looks amazing.
You know what it is, right?
It's phenomenal.
I mean,
Now,
it's cool.
let's talk. The Division is
Yeah.
getting DLC. They announced their first DLC pack, and it's going to be first on Xbox One. You are going to get the DLC before anyone else if you are on Xbox One, and you get it on June 28th. They didn't really go into depth about it,
Super.
but you know, it looks really cool. Also, they did then mention Battlefield 1. You will get Battlefield 1 on
October 21st,
for everyone else.
but
October 13th, if you are on Xbox One,
you get it first.
you get the game first.
Super flat.
That is crazy. Now, Xbox also mentioned how they have a bunch of new servers modes. Now, they have a ton of new servers that they're putting up to make game multiplayer even better and online better. Now it supports background music.
which
It
is
also
neat.
supports language preference, so you can choose your language.
They added
Cortana now. They also announced Xbox Clubs, which helps you to meet new players who have similar interests. You can be like, I want to have Division players who are high ranked, who know what they're doing to help me do the latest missions.
I want to have Minecrafters who are really good at building pyramids. So whatever
Doing
you
that
want.
helps you find your fellow gamers.
It reminds me a lot about the communities page on the PS4, but I think it might actually even be a little bit more
You know, it helps you
specialized.
find your characters.
That said, they don't also have group finding.
Now they have Xbox Arena, which helps you. It's a whole big platform for tournaments and fighting other games, and they did mention that later on, FIFA 17 will be coming to Xbox Arena. Then, what does Microsoft do? They focus on one of their heavy hitter games, Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft is a big game, and you know, no one's ever really been able to compete with Minecraft on PC compared to anything else.
Well, for
but
an indie
Xbox
title
is
especially. I mean,
Xbox is
ridiculous.
trying to get close to it. So now they said they're going to. Of course, we already knew that Gear VR supports Minecraft and you can play on that. But now there are going to be even more mods and new texture packs for Xbox One that you can play. It looks phenomenal. The amount of changes that you can make.
Did you say it was cross-compatible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. But
It's
it is.
cross-compatible now.
It's.
I mean, I don't know if it was before. They said it was now.
I'm pretty sure it was, but now you can play on your tablet, on your computer, on your Xbox, on your iOS, and you can all link up and play together.
Yeah, and another cool
Not if
thing
you're on
is
Sony, but
they,
you know,
yeah. Well, of
Anyways.
course. Why not? Why would they?
why would they partner
Yeah.
with Sony? They just want everyone to play together except for Sony.
They also showcased it on their virtual reality.
They did, the Gear VR.
Gear VR.
Next, they announced that you can design your own controller. I think that is awesome. You can
Yeah.
completely color every aspect of it, the bottom, the back, the
Customization.
front, each of the buttons, the joysticks, the trackpad. Not trackpad. What is it called? I don't know.
I don't know what you're
It's some
trying to
weird
say.
pad thing.
The pad with the up, down, left, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that thing.
that thing.
You know, you can completely customize your controller. You can have it say your name. You can have it say "fu." You can have it say "I like bananas." You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming you can get it on the website.
I'm a banana.
I'm a banana! I'm a banana! Alright, guess what else is not a banana? The game Inside that comes on...
From the company
June
that brought you
19th.
Limbo, it comes on June 29th, not
29th?
19th.
Oh,
It's from the company that brought you the game Limbo.
Sure.
Yes. Limbo is a very fun game to play. It's got so much going for it. It's in-depth story. It really sucks you in. But for Limbo, you get it now free on Xbox One. So if you have an Xbox One, go download it. It's a lot of fun. You should play it. Then
straight up. They started to showcase what they were trying to do with what
All
is it?
bunch of
individual
small
developers,
games. And
like
they just
independent developers. And
shout out
they
names.
shuffled
They
out
just
a
went.
bunch of things. Just to name a few, we've got a game called Far.
We got a name called
Outlast.
Below. We
Obviously,
got
everybody knows
Herd of Fate, Raiders,
Shadow
Blood
Tactics.
Slain,
I mean, they just listed them
Everspace,
off.
Cuphead,
They were really talking about their support.
Deliver Us to the Moon.
Yeah.
So many games, and they all look awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That was cool. We had...
In case we didn't mention, a lot of those are going to be actually Xbox exclusives.
Yeah, probably.
Some of them. And this next game is not an Xbox exclusive. Otherwise, he would be very sad.
That would be...
He would need his happy.
I would need my joy.
Now you're like, what the heck is he talking about? We're talking about a game called We
Happy
Happy
Few.
from Compulsion Games. This game looks a lot like both Dishonored, Fallout, and Bioshock. Kind of like
Yeah.
meshed them together with a really creepy aspect.
Yeah, the thing that is great about this game is that it is psychological. It
messes
makes you
with your head.
think. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it, but it's in such a pleasant and exciting way. Like
It's so joyful.
You just want to understand. It's kind of sick though. in
We'll have
certain way.
We'll have a link to that.
Yeah,
in the
you need to
description.
watch that trailer.
It's so creepy looking.
Yeah.
You're playing as this character, and you have to take a drug that's called Joy, which makes you always happy. You're basically surrounded by a bunch of clown people, and
It's awesome.
you know, as you don't take your Joy, you realize the Joy acted as an hallucinogen. It made you see things happy. It made, oh look, they're beating up a piñata. Oh no, that's not a piñata.
It's a
It's a dead rat, and they're eating it, and they think it's candy. No, don't do that. Yeah, and then they call you a downer, and they're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
we got a downer. We got a down. It made me think of that. I don't know. It made me think of
A thing.
a thingamajigger.
Yeah.
It just looks
and,
amazing.
The game preview is going to be available on Xbox on July 26th, I think. That's what they said.
Yeah, there's so much going on for it. Then they went into Gwent, a Witcher 3 card game. A lot like Hearthstone, a lot like whatever that other one was, Elder Scrolls.
This one
card
is
game.
a little different because this one I think they had this in the actual Witcher game, right? Or something.
Yeah, it was part of the Witcher game, and now you can
So-
actually play it on your own on iOS
Yeah.
and other devices. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's neat. It's
Definitely fun. If you like The Witcher, play
gameplay is unique for a card game because they say you start off with 10 cards, and then that's the same cards that you have to the end of the game, and it's just a lot of strategies.
Oh yeah.
Like that. So that's
Now let's
cool.
talk Tekken 7, another Xbox One exclusive.
Yeah.
It's a big fighting game. It looks really cool. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
not a new IP.
What
It's
was-
Tekken 7.
Yeah.
Obviously, there were other Tekkens before. If you haven't heard of Tekken, get out
Get
from
out
under
of
a
the
rock.
rock.
And there's a big story mode to it with seamless cinematics integrated into the story. There's some new characters, and it looks really cool and a lot of fun.
You know what was cool is actually at the conference they had the guy from Japan show up, and they had
With
a
a
translator. Okay, this was
And it was
neat.
funny.
We
And he
got
was
to
wearing
hear
like a
him talk
kimono.
about what he wanted to.
It was great.
say. Yeah.
Then they went into Dead Rising 4.
Oh, before we go to that, I just want to say Tekken. They said that we can expect more on Tekken 7 in early 2017. So probably
Now into
February.
Dead Rising 4.
Yeah, now into Dead Rising 4.
We
They
are
had a
not
cinematic-
sure if it is a Xbox exclusive or not.
Yeah.
I really hope it's not because it looks amazing, but I'm pretty sure it might be because Dead Rising is known for being on Xbox. But who knows? It looks like a lot of fun. You have the standard Dead Rising crazy weapons that you can use left and right, and there's just so much. It's Dead Rising 4.
I mean, that's another trailer that you should just watch. 'cause
I wanted to play the last big Dead Rising game. It looked like so much fun. The trailer looked awesome, and now this one just looks even better.
This is probably in my top 10 to get lists if it's not an exclusive.
If it's not. Then they went into another game that Nick is probably pretty excited for, Scalebound.
Well, actually, I can't pick this one up because
You can't,
it's
but
an
you were
exclusive.
excited for it.
I was very excited about it. I was really sad to find out that this was an exclusive. Scalebound is basically, I don't know, it's like an RPG. You get to have a dragon.
Oh, who doesn't want a dragon?
Who doesn't want a dragon? Okay, and it puts hair in your chest. This game puts hair in your chest.
You
I'm
know,
just
you're
gonna say
with
that
a
right
dragon,
now.
you're fighting.
You fight giant monsters. It's one of
Yeah.
the things I like about it is that the way it's similar to Final Fantasy and the way
But yet
it
it's
looks
different.
I don't know if it probably doesn't feel the same gameplay wise at all, but it's the concept behind it is really similar because you're playing with the dragon and you're fighting these things.
Now, they also then showed us some gameplay and a new trailer for Sea of Thieves.
This was very
Love
revolutionary.
pirate games. Loved Black Flag from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And now they went into Sea of Thieves, and they showed us groups of people, like I believe 3 teams of 4, each on their own ship, fighting each other. They were figuring out for the first time.
Yeah.
It looked like so much fun.
So obviously there was almost nothing was known about this when they released it.
They showed us a little bit of gameplay before, but now they really showed
Now
us
we
a
really
lot.
know what it is, and it's definitely a pirate game. It is multiplayer. It is meant to be played with friends.
You
okay,
have
or
to.
People, or anything.
Otherwise, you literally have to climb up, deploy the sails. You
Yeah.
can't see through the sails, so you
it's
have to have somebody help you
team
steer.
building exercise
You
is
have
happening.
more than one person has to be there in order for
can
you to
get
raise
drunk.
the anchor.
You can get drunk in the game,
And you
They
start
all
like
got drunk and
wobbling.
you
Imagine
wobble.
playing that on VR going.
Can you imagine sailing like that? And you battle ships.
Then there's State of Decay. They only showed us a
The trailer. I
a
don't think
cinematic
said
trailer. They
anything
didn't
about
say
that.
anything, but it is an Xbox exclusive, just like Sea of Thieves.
Looks pretty.
Looks really nice. Looks like a lot of fun.
We got a cinematic trailer for
Halo Wars,
Wars
2. And Halo Wars is a strategy-built game. They showed you both the leader for the Halo group, the general on that side, and the general on the other side.
so
You have
humans versus the Ark.
actually
Okay.
it's the Banished. They're
Banished?
a new group
Oh,
called the Banished. The new villain, I believe, is Atroxix.
I still.
I don't know how to say his
'cause it's
name.
hard to
I wrote
pronounce.
it down. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
It comes out February
February
21st. There is a
2017.
beta that is active now. I think you can only play it for this week. I suggest you play it if you have Xbox One because
Definitely.
it's a new Halo game.
I mean-
Halo Wars has been 7 years ago now, I believe.
I
think it's 7
couldn't
years.
Tell you. Don't ask me, man.
But it looks like a
It's
lot
been
of
a
fun.
long time. Okay, we'll just stick with that.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see more stuff about that.
I didn't have
and
an Xbox
how did
at
they
that time.
end the conference? With Xbox Scorpio. They haven't announced the release date, but they said it's coming holiday 2017. It will have complete 4K gaming, 60 hertz, uncompressed pixels, 6 teraflops and 620 gigabyte bandwidth. That's just what he said. And I'm like, dear God, that is a monster. And big thing, any game that you buy on your Xbox One right now, any game you buy for the Xbox One S, you can pop right into Xbox Scorpio and play it in 4K if the game supports 4K.
It's important to know this isn't an entirely new console in the sense.
It's not. They are all linked in a family member.
Yeah.
They are all together. This is not a new generation. It goes PlayStation had a son called PlayStation 2. They had a daughter called PlayStation 3. Then the daughter had a son called PlayStation 4.
They had a bunch of
Xbox had Xbox 360, and they had another. Then he had a brother Xbox Slim. Then he had a brother Xbox something else.
Yeah.
Now they have a child, which is Xbox One. They have a brother Xbox One S, and this is the other big brother.
Slow down,
Xbox
buddy.
Scorpio.
All right, so we've got. They showed us a bunch of testimonials. He's so excited.
I'm excited.
Ridiculous.
This is
Not
better
ridiculous in
than.
a bad way. Like it's totally exciting.
Unless PlayStation Neo speculations were wrong, this is going to beat PlayStation Neo.
Yeah, it is vastly superior. They had a bunch of testimonials. The guy from Fallout said that one of the things he was excited about this is that this would really give them the foundation for the VR support necessary to make high fidelity images on the VR, which is cool. And you gave the numbers, right?
There are no numbers for it yet. I gave you the information for the console, but there's no release date. There's no information on when it's actually coming out. Only we know holiday 2017.
Teraflops
and gigabytes and 4K gaming.
Messed
up.
Like,
so
the
good.
Computational power of this thing is unbelievable.
Well, that's everything that happened at Microsoft's conference.
Yeah.
Literally, that's pretty much everything.
If you'd like to watch our other conference,
you can
summaries,
check Sony up here.
This one.
Ubisoft,
That's Ubisoft,
right over here.
It's gonna appear right
We have EA over his face.
Click on my face if you want to see EA.
And Bethesda over my face.
And Bethesda's right there.
Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing,
and especially sharing this video.
And as always, stay manly.